Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. Look what I picked up at Hobby Lobby the other day. If you're looking for some inspiration, these magazines, they're free, are really cool to have. I really like this piece right here, and I think I'm going to try to replicate it in some way. So I think what I want to do is use some wax cording and these E-beads. Put the E-beads on the wax cording, and then I'm just going to crochet a beaded chain. Now, I'm not really for sure how many beads I'll need. I went ahead and put 100 beads on there. I doubt I need that many, but it's best to have too many than not enough. So basically all you do is a chain stitch, and you just bring a bead up, and then you do one chain stitch and another chain stitch. Bring a bead up, chain stitch, and you do that until you get the length that you need. Now, for those of you who do not know how to do a chain stitch, I will leave a link at the end of this video to another video that I've done that shows you how to do that. Now to work on the tassel part. So I made these little links. Just use some beads, wire, and some charms. And I think I'm going to go ahead and tie the larger one in the center. At first I thought I could just tie it, but then I got to thinking I want some movement. So I need to use some type of a jump ring. So like I said, at first I started to tie just a knot, but I realized it's not going to have much movement. Plus the fact if I decide later on down the line that I don't want these on this necklace, it would be easier just to go ahead and undo the jump rings. So I'm going ahead and putting the jump rings on all three of these little bead strands. And now I'm going to go ahead and tie the jump ring. Just going to basically tie a knot. Very simple. By the way, if you're interested in how I made these little tassel things, I have several videos where I show how to make them. I call them zipper pulls. I'll leave a link up at the top so you can click on that if you're interested. The only difference would be that you wouldn't put a lobster claw clasp, and you'll understand what I mean by that when you watch the video. So for the other two bead strands, I'm going to add a jump ring to them and just feed that jump ring into the crocheted part on either side of the heart beads, or the strand of beads with the heart. Now, when you put that jump ring into that woven part, you want to make sure it's in the woven part and not going all around the strand. You want it to actually be woven in there. That way it won't slide all over the place. It'll stay where you want it. Now I might want to move that one down a little bit closer to the heart strand, but right now I'm just gonna leave it because maybe it'll be okay. So trying to get this jump ring into the woven part there. Just kind of have to finagle it, just be patient. And then you can put your other bead strand on there, close her up. And once you get them all on there, you do want to make sure that the charms are facing in the right direction if you don't have a double-sided charm. None of these are double-sided charms, so I'm going to have to make sure they are twisted in the right direction. So just be careful when you work with the wire. If you overwork wire, you could break it. Now I want to work with those strands there. I want to trim them, and I also would like to kind of separate the fibers. I'm going to need to get some type of a pointy object Let me cut them off a little bit there. There's going to be more trimming that needs to happen, but right now, just trim them up a little bit, and then I'm going to untwist and just I'm using a bead reamer. Sometimes I'll use a pin, but just separate those fibers out, and it kind of makes it look more of a boho look. Now, if you wanted to, you could take some more strings, more of this this beading string, and tie it, and then you could have like maybe 4 strands or even 6 strands. That would be kind of fun. I think I may take a piece and tie it so I can have 4 strands. But here we go. We're all done, and I'm really pleased with it. It lands really nicely on my chest there. There's no clasp, easy to put on just over your head. Once I got all the strands separated there, I did have to trim them off a little bit. But there we go. Let me know what you think of this boho look, and y'all have a great day. It's Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.